Backend, price management, price lists. To manage price lists, go to the Price List tab. Here you can see all your price lists. You can edit them or create new ones. Let's create a new price list and configure it from scratch, discussing all the possibilities. We provide the price list code and its name. The name will be visible in the application for users. The code is only important for price lists used by OCS. If the price list is created for these purposes, it should have the code OCS or OCS floor, ACC, for accessories. In other cases, the code can be anything. The default conversion rate for the dealer and the default conversion rate for the end customer are taken from here only and exclusively in the case when the raw material is not attached to any price group, which is not the case by default, but is a kind of security. The minimum assembly price is the price that is added to the order for the selected price list in the case when the assembly is lower. For example, if the customer orders 2 shelves, the assembly would not be profitable. In such a case, the minimum assembly price is set in the order. Currency for a given price list and currency converter. The converter is useful when creating price lists for other markets. For example, if you have purchase prices in zlotys and are creating a price list in euros, you can set the converter to 4. After setting, all purchase prices for a given price list will be divided by 4. Let's add a new price list. Let's edit it. After creating a new price list, you can restore the default coefficients for price groups in the upper part. In the next place, you can import price groups from another price list. Let's import price groups from a price list that you already have. You can review price change charts, set available VAT rates for the created price list, and export prices to CSV for testing purposes. Then we see the settings that were discussed when creating the price list. We can edit them at any time. To confirm, click Update. In the next section, we have price groups for which we can set coefficients. In the first column, we can set the price coefficient for the dealer. In the second column, we can set the coefficient for the end customer, i.e., the margin that the dealer will earn. In the absence of the dealer-customer structure, we can use the last conversion factor to set the margin for the designer. Leave it or set it to 1 for all groups. Then it will not be used. We can change the coefficients individually by selecting the selected group by clicking Edit or in Groups. For example, if we want to change the coefficient for all laminated boards, we can search for the appropriate groups, select and edit them. We can see that there are 4 pages of boards for laminated groups. We can increase the amount of data displayed. Then we see all groups. We can select all, unselect all, or select all on the page. In this case, only the ones visible at the moment will be selected. Let's select all for 4 pages and change the conversion factor to another one in groups. If you want to see what resources are assigned to a specific group, click the magnifying glass icon. At the bottom, you'll see a list of resources from that group. Prices are calculated as follows. The purchase price, which of course we set in purchase prices beforehand. If you want to know the details, go to the video on setting purchase prices. The purchase price is multiplied by the coefficient for the dealer, then divided by the coefficient for the end customer. Thanks to this, the first coefficient will set the price at which the plant wants to sell to the dealer. And the next coefficient will set the authorized dealer's margin, from which he will be able to give a discount to his customer. The authorized dealer's margin is calculated on an ongoing basis in the order. You can check it under the 3 dots. In this case, the average margin for the entire order is 28% and is the amount of 1,771 Polish zlotys. Of course, the dealer can give a discount to his customer from this amount. As we can see, the purchase price of the track is 17 Polish zlotys per running meter. In the next step, the price is multiplied by the coefficient for the group in which the given track occurs. We then obtain the price for the dealer. In the next step, the price is divided by the 0.7 coefficient, i.e., the end customer's coefficient. At this point, a 30% dealer margin is added, and this is the price to the end customer. Let's discuss the meaning of the columns in the last section. Since we have created a new price list, some of the columns have zeros. Let's go to the default price list. The whole thing will be more visible there. The first column indicates the price from the last update, which is currently available to your users. The second column indicates the current purchase price. As you can see, the purchase prices have not changed. In the following columns, we can see the current price of the released update for the dealer and the price after any changes. Additionally, we can see the percentage change, if any, and the price for the end customer. Let's change the coefficient for the tracks. After the change, the raw materials are automatically recalculated. We can see here that the currently released price for the brown track is 38.25. After changing the coefficient, it will be 39.95. And we can see the change for the end customer. We can also see such a change in percentage value. We can sort the data by selected columns. Thanks to this, we will see where there are significant percentage differences between the currently released update and what we have set now in the backend. Similarly, price changes can be seen when we update purchase prices. Let's check this on Agar 18mm boards. Let's search for a group. Then let's show the raw materials from a given group. Here we can see the purchase price of a sample board, the price for the dealer, and the price for the end customer. Let's search for this board in purchase prices. Then let's change its purchase price to a higher one. Let's go to the price list. Prices are automatically updated. As you can see, the currently issued purchase price, which is in the current user update, was 48. The new price after the price update is 50. In the following columns, we can see the calculations of how this affects the whole. We can see that due to the fact that we are not releasing the update yet, our margin on a given board has currently dropped by 4%. Let's remove the filter to show all active resources in our database. By sorting the data by the selected column, we can see how big the changes are compared to the prices released in the last update and assess whether another update should be released due to the price changes. Remember, for the changes to be available to your users, you must release the update using the Create XML Update option. If you created a new price list, do not forget to assign it to the appropriate designers.